Bun on the Run. A little old lady and a little old man sat in their little old home, both quietly sitting, but as she was knitting, his stomach started to groan. "Okay, I'll make something," said the little old lady, "but I'll not make the same mistake. After that last debacle with that gingerbread man, there is no way I'm going to bake. So, what will you have for lunch, my dear?" Then the old man scratched his head, saying, "No gingerbread man it is then. I'll have a burger instead." Said the little old lady, "Well, I didn't expect that. I'll do my best. I'll see what we've got in our freezer chest." Then the man went into the garden for a while, whilst the little old lady, with a sweet little smile, found the big burger and a lovely soft bun, and proceeded to the kitchen to get the job done. And in case you were wondering, she didn't want one. So she fried up the burger, and it smelled real nice. Grabbed up the bun and gave it the slice. But as she scooped up the patty and held it aloft, "Whoa, too greasy," the bun bellowed. "Stuff this, I'm off." And the window was open to let in some air. "Not again," cried the lady. "This isn't fair." As the bun leapt out of that open window, shouting, "You'll never catch me, this I know, because..." You might think that you're fast, you may think that you're slick, you might think that you're nimble, you may think that you're quick. But at the end of the day, when all's said and done, there is nothing as swift as a soft burger bun. Now, the little old man and the little old lady stopped everything and gave chase. You would think they'd have learned from that gingerbread man, but this simply wasn't the case. Up to this point, I had not mentioned that the little old home location happened to be just down the road from the local football stadium. And boy oh boy, how's this for a switch? The bun made its way out onto the pitch. Then to see the little old couple chasing the bun meant nobody was surprised, for as that gingerbread man debacle couple, they were immediately recognised. And with that being the case, all inhabitants knew instinctively just what they had to do. So, players slid in here and dived in there, but the bun dodged them all with disregard. Then the ref joined in, blowing his whistle and waving about his red card. Then came the crowd and the stadium personnel. Things got fully blown, but the bun evaded them all and disappeared with the stadium microphone. So then came the announcement aimed to displease, an announcement that made everyone freeze. You might think that you're fast, you may think that you're slick, you might think that you're nimble, you may think that you're quick, but at the end of the day, when all's said and done, there is nothing as swift as a soft burger bun. This was finished off like a sneaky villain, with some cheeky laughter. Then the bun dashed off down to the town, with everyone dashing after, with people who often shop till they drop, and very rarely give in. noted it was time to stop the shop, give a helping hand and join in. The bun in its head was all, "This is a lark," as it led the huge crowd off into the park, who called to the cricketers out on the green and the tennis players on court to come join the scene. It was organised chaos as everyone chased, but the bun was continually winning the race. But then the crowd noted it's making the same mistake as the bun headed off towards the edge of the lake. So they stopped. They were puffing and panting with hanging out tongues. Then the bun stopped too, turned and shouted at the top of its bun lungs. "You might think that you're fast, you may think that you're slick, you might think that you're nimble, you may think that you're quick. But at the end of the day, when all's said and done, there's nothing as swift as a soft burger bun." But it had concentrated so much on how loud it was sounding, it had failed to keep an eye on its surroundings. So had not seen the little girl from a bench stand up, and had not heard her say, "Oh, a bun," so got snatched and gobbled up. Now the little old man and the little old lady had just reached the front of the pack. Said the little old man, "Hey, that was for my lunch. Why didn't you just give it back?" "I'm sorry," she said. "It was a soft burger bun, and for those I always go batty. You may think I'm rude, but it's my favourite food. After all, my name is Patty." She then looked at the crowd and with a cheeky grin said, "I'm also sorry to report that you still can't win, because you might think that you're fast, you may think that you're slick, you might think that you're nimble, you may think that you're quick. But at the end of the day, when all's said and done, there's nothing as swift as sweet little Patty after she scoffed a soft burger bun." And with that, she zoomed off. But the crowd were done. To go for a run, they were no longer in the mood, declaring wearily to the old couple, "First is gingerbread man and now fast food." This made the little old man and little old lady nod and pause for thought. Legend has it that there and then they knew a lesson had been taught, for they promised the entire town that they would certainly take heed and never again for the rest of their days cook anything associated with speed. Merry Christmas 2022 and a Happy New Year from the ALS Poet.